says a local nonprofit works with young adults, focusing on the root of criminal thinking.
KABC 9's Peyton Headley talked to its founder today. She's live at Union Station with more.
Right, Bria, Chris. Well, first I want to show you the memorial inside of here at Union Station. There's some outside as well. This one reflecting on the events at the end of the parade and the rally and honoring the victim here, one of more than 20, Lisa Lopez Galvin. Now, we checked on data with KCPD. More than a quarter of homicide suspects from last year were under the age of 24, and that same pattern applies to 2022 as well. But a local nonprofit is working to lower that number.
We work with some of the young adults that most people don't work with.
With his nonprofit Lyrics Institution, Kyle Holland serves a very specific demographic in Kansas City.
We get the young adults that have shot up the Hy-Vee Arena, that shoot up the plaza. Those are the young adults that we work with.
Young adults, like the ones who police say fired gunshots into the crowd at the Chiefs rally. Holland's focus lies on people aged 13 to 25 with adverse backgrounds and generally involved in crime and violence.
There's nobody else on this side of the demographic that serves these kids the way that we do, that specifically targets shooters, that specifically targets criminality from 13 to 25.
Their mission is to reduce the crime rate and violent nature in our youth through cognitive behavior modification, essentially getting to the root of criminal thinking.
We work on the thought process. We identify how our thoughts are created, how they're formed, how they're reinforced.
Then they work on challenging those thought processes.
We all have the ability to be violent, but not everybody has the ability to walk up and kill somebody, to up a gun in a public place and shoot somebody.
Now more than ever, his work is proving essential.
Violence in any shape or form is a big deal. But when we're talking about like how do we impact, violence in Kansas City, we have to think about targeting a specific demographic.
And last year they served more than 1,300 people. Right now he's working to get in touch with the suspects charged in this case. Live in Union Station, Peyton Headley, KABC 9 News.
Peyton, thanks. The two teens charged face hearings in the family court system, and for now, their names and ages will not be made public because they're minors. That's the law. It'll be up to a judge whether they'll be charged as adults. We spoke with a defense attorney who says there's a lot to consider.
I don't know what the strength of evidence is going to be or what the final and official allegations are going to be against the youth. It's also going to depend on what their ages are. A lot of it will depend on how much interaction the youth have had with the juvenile system in the past. Some will depend on what their home life is.
The Jackson County Prosecutor's Office issued a statement saying, in part, though we do not oversee or supervise the juvenile officers, we work closely with them. We expect to be at future hearings regarding these individuals.